You can see from my logo. That's why I'm so happy that they're even asking me to be the one to do the opening prayer. You can see, my sister said, "Oh, don't not go for dancing." Change it. I had fire accident, my face, but you can't see anything on my face. You can only see from my hand. So that's why you see me, I've been dancing, I've been praising God. That they are not asking you people to come and use 1 minute silence for me. I am here, I'm seeing all my people happy. That's why I'm so happy. You see me enjoying myself. So I just want, for the fact that we are not mocking those that have gone, we are not mocking them, but at least I thank God that we are still here. And when they are talking of the old schools, we have seen one of the old schools anyway. I mean, those in the first set to the you understand what I'm saying? So I just, for me, and for so many of us that we would have been standing 1 minute silence for here, I want us to shout a glorious hallelujah. Hallelujah. And for those that have gone, we are not mocking them. We are just glorifying God for them. Father, we thank you. Father, we bless your name. That we are gathered here to worship, to fellowship, to refresh. say thank you. Many of us have come far and near. Even some traveled from abroad here. And we are here in one piece. We are saying glory be to God Almighty. And I know that as we have gathered here, I know the presence of God is here with us. He's going to see all of us through. He's going to be well. And by the time we finish, we will go home rejoicing. We will not hear you from anyone. Father, we declare this open by your grace, by your power, because we know your presence is here. Lord, man, Jọba Olúwa, ọba tá kò lè rọ̀ lóyè, alágbára tá ò lè ṣẹ́gun ni. Ìjọba rẹ̀ dùn mọ́ wa Olúwa, ẹ máa jọba lọ. Therefore we say thank you for everything, Lord. For in Jesus' name we are praying. Amen.
If you go this recite along with me. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Thank Almighty Allah for His boundless bounties, for His countless favors. All praise be and glory belong to Almighty Allah, the most loving, the most kind. We thank Him for gathering us together to celebrate a special reunion after 40 and plus more years. We thank Almighty Allah for the loving memories that we have shared, for the strong friendship that we forged over the years. Thank Almighty Allah for our families, for our friends. We praise Him. We want to give thanks to Him. We thank Him for all His goodness to us. We also thank Him for those who have loved to be here but they are not here. May Almighty Allah bless them wherever they are. Amen. Thank Almighty Allah for our devoted principals, our teachers, our coaches, our mentors, our parents who nurtured us over the years. We grieve and we pray for our classmates that have departed. Though they are gone, they are dearly missed. Let's pause. Take a second to pray for them. Please. Eternal rest grant to all Lord. Amen. We have special reunion today. We one that will be of delight, of joy. May it be one that will be shaped by goodness, by kindness, by laughter. Amen. And may the stories that will be told here and be told here today bring goodness. Amen. Bring delight. Amen. And goodwill to our hearts. Amen. After our time out here, we ask for Almighty Allah's massive journey back to our homes. Amen. We ask Almighty Allah to help us to remember Him, to thank Him, and to worship Him in the best of manners. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. He who uses His bread and by nature. In return, He is a true student of the men's college of the men's college. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for yourselves. Let's take our seats, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols of that. I want to remind us that we are here today for a reunion. This is not supposed to be a reunion, but because of certain events that has taken place, over the years, it is now called a reunion.
the Lagos or the Nigerian arm of government calling the non-own student association is not supposed to be having a reunion. Because the reunion is after partying for a while and then you come together. But if you are meeting regularly, we will be talking of reunion. Please let us not have another reunion. Let us continue to meet and network, as old schoolmates and old classmates. Now, having said that, I want to say something here. In August 2010, using the 77th birthday of the pioneer principal, Mr. S.B. we had a very wonderful get together in his house in celebration of his 77th birthday. And that event, that day, it rained heavily from morning till night. It rained heavily in the whole Lagos. But his house was filled to the brim. Up until 7:30 p.m. where we were living, some people were still coming in. Everybody was excited. In true GCO mentality, I saw everything that day. As at that time, the major generals we had there now were colonels. The rear admirals we have retired, they were commodores. And everybody was happy, everybody was excited. At the end of that event, Rear Admiral Lofik retired called me, said, look, I'm going to host this association at the Selling Club when he was commanding NNSW. And he told me something. We said we are going to have an election, but don't tell anybody. So we came into that place to eat and drink. And in his usual way, he told the naval policemen to cordon off everywhere to make sure that nobody goes. And he told those who were to serve food not to serve anybody food. And people were saying, drink no day, food no day. And he stood up and said, we want to elect people that will lead this association. And it was like a family thing. Okay. Let Otumba become our president. She was the first senior girl in the first set. And she played a wonderful role as a leader for the period she led. She was probably the longest serving SP in the school. So that was how she became the president. In the course of interacting on the forum, on our platform, I've had people who said, I heard that she's even live president and so on. Those people don't know the history. That is the story. And then hereafter, they said, well, we need to have a vice president. And then Boboye was elected. And then the next was secretary. And Ofi called me and said, look, man, the secretary is the person who will decide whether the association will die or live. Are you ready to do this job? I said yes. I was elected secretary and so on and so forth. Now immediately after that election, I sent a memo to her, to FIC, telling them that there was need for us to, one, we cannot have an association that has senior military officers, professors, surgeons and so on, and we will not be registered. So we commissioned Oloyede, one of our lawyer members, to conduct search for us, and he did. But as at that time of time, we had no account, we had no money. Through individual donations here and there, we registered the association. We had our trustees, the Major General, Otumba, Ofi, Barrister, Gloria, and so on and so forth. They were all trustees of the association by virtue of our registration. And immediately after the registration, I said to people, we need to have a constitution. We cannot be driving this association without constitution. And we tried to put a constitution in place. The moment we finished putting a constitution in place, we needed to bring it to the House to ratify. And as at that time, the spirit of GCO was still very much in us. The attendance we were getting at every meeting was encouraging. And ratifying that constitution was pretty difficult. There was a lot of voices of dissent. People were coming to say the constitution is not good. And I said to them, look, there is no constitution that is perfect anywhere. But by the time you make the constitution based on the events, based on the times, it is good. Tomorrow, events and times will change. There will be need for you to change, and so on and so forth. And so, but some people insisted, Ovik had to come in to wield the stick. If I wanted to arrest somebody that day. And what that taught me is that as a leader, at times you might need to be high-handed. He came in and the guy had to flee for us to ratify that constitution. This was the extra mile we went to progress. And we ratified the constitution, printed it into booklets, and sent them some to the United Kingdom, to USA, where we have big crowd. And then shared, sold to the Nigerian members. And in that constitution, we said that our elected members must have to leave office after 2 years for another election. We have been able to obey that constitution only once. By 2012, I said to her, if we are criticizing Mobutu Sese Seko for spending 30 years in office, and we are criticizing Jasigbe Eyadema for spending 29 years in office, we cannot come and do the same thing in Government College Student Association. We must have an election. So we had an election in 2012. Retired Major General Yebade was brigade commander there. We used the officers' base in Ikeja. So we had an election. That election turned out to be the last. And what the members have decided to do is to turn us to Mobutu, that we will now remain president, secretary for life. And we are saying no to it. But the moment we finish that election, the fortunes of this association nosedive. People stopped attending meetings. People stopped coming to events and programs. And at a point, as courageous as she is, she gave up. She completely gave up. She was fed up. I was fed up. Ovik was fed up. Major General Yebade too, at a point, he didn't also understand what was happening. So I said, look, I am tired. I'm not doing this thing again. He took Baby Shoma. She kept on calling me, said, I want to see you. I want to know what is happening. I said, look, don't bother to come. Eventually, she came. I said, look, do you have problem with any individual? I said, no. But I have problem with everybody because they don't attend me. So I took time to explain to her what the problems were. And she left. And 2 days later, she wrote an epistle on our platform. Some people tried to be nasty on, they reacted to the epistle, and others came in and crushed them. And from that moment, Nike also got involved. And they came to me and said, look, we want to do this, we want to do this. I said, look, from the experience I've had, what the ambition you people have is good though. I said, but I do not think we can realize it. There's no point dreaming of going to the moon when you cannot even fly. She said, they said to me, don't you have faith? I said, yes, I have faith. I even have a daughter that is faith. And that was it. And they have gone on and on and on and on and on to mobilize us. The most difficult thing to do after mobilizing people is to mobilize funds. Because the people you're asking to give you money don't even know whether they have the money. Even those who have, they don't have the money to give. But some of you may not believe it. Like wildfire, they have been able to raise in excess of 2 million naira. That is why we are here today. So please let us give a standing ovation to these ladies. Let us give a standing ovation to these ladies for this thing that they have achieved. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Thank you so much. So please, 3 million. Okay, in excess of 3 million. I'm not even up to date. So
because as at yesterday night,
yes,
over 3 million.
Okay.
Because since maybe I think the day before yesterday.
More money we are coming. So you can even see, despite the fact that the event is ongoing, money
even streaming, I was
streaming into the account. So we can now have our seats. So at this point, I want to end it and let the mic go to somebody else. And we'll take it off from there. Thank you.
and of course my brother Mr. Ima. Honestly, I think Otumba and the secretary really have done a good job. All the accolades to myself, Onikan, and so on, is all just whitewash. The truth is that the whole thing revolves around Otumba and the secretary, and we need to commend them for the job they have done, and that's why we're here today. But I think it's important that all of us, we must continually rally around, not just for this noble association to grow bigger, better. I want us to have future events that will not be about us eating, drinking, as backstabbing, but doing great things to impact our country. There are so many young people out there, boys and girls, who are in need of assistance in our country. And I think that we've got to the level of our lives that we should be able to impact at least a little segment of this population. And I hope that we'll be able to achieve that in the not distant future. Thank you very much, and I'm happy to see all of you again.
We must appreciate our executive too for holding us for these past years, ensuring that the light did not go off. Please give our executives another round of applause. Thank you so much. As a committee, we try to create awareness, raise funds for this event, and the top part was to get all of us here. We appreciate every one of you contributed to this special occasion. I am sure we'll be trading plenty of memories tonight. Some of the stories might be true. As Matwan said, when I was younger, I could remember anything. Whether it happened or not, I don't know if you can remember everything as you speak today. Thank God for old age. Bless you. A big thank you to our teachers and principal. Please let us appreciate them too, even though some of them are not here. Shall we give them a round of applause? Shall we give them a round of applause? Thank you very much. They taught us some really important stuff. I believe we received classic education at that time. We received an education of great value that has sustained us for almost 50 years and continues to sustain us. We received an education we can be proud of. Do you agree? Absolutely, thank you. As some of us went about our reunions, we knew each other. We were not when we were not even fathers, we knew each other. We knew each other, so we were not mothers and grandparents. What is so special about our school getting back today, after all these years, is that we knew one another before we begin to raise families, educate our children, love and spoil our grandchildren. We knew one another before we passed our faith to our children. Before we built the fine careers many of us are enjoying today, before we became who we are today, we knew each other. We knew one another when we were about 12 years, 15 years, 16 years old secondary students, attending classes, playing sports, performing music, drama, engaging in hobbies of all kinds. Yes, we were at seniors, literary societies, inter-house sports, rushing to the dining hall when the bell rang, and hanging out at night when NEPA did not do their thing, and no one could study.
What are you doing now?
We knew each other. Going to Alaba market to fetch water on our heads. Buying roasted fish to drink with garri only to end up at Kaka Street. We knew each other. When we had stomach upset, we knew each other. When your biggest concern was finding a girlfriend while your friends hung out in the night house. We knew each other when life was much simpler, yet so much fun. Yes, we laughed innocently together. What great days those were. How much more we cherish them. How rich our lives have been since those times. Those priceless memories stand still today for my family. But we are not done yet. There is still plenty work to be done. We still have minds to go and work to do. I know the alumni will continue to give all it takes to remain special. I am glad that we have so much great turnaround and the opportunity to get acquainted and share special memories. I am so proud and very thankful to have shared these memorable days with you. Thank you so much. To the great government college Ojo, the old other students, and our teacher and our principal, Bob said, thank you for the memories. Thank you all and God bless. My pleasure now is to hand over to the ESCO committee to officially take over.
I am overjoyed to see faces I last saw 40 years, 50 years ago. and I'm indeed happy. Though some of us have been coming to meetings and we have been seeing, but today is particularly a special day for me, because a lot of others that I've not seen in a long time, I'm seeing today. Having said that, Iman, I don't want to take much of your time. The Secretary General has said so much about how we started the association and how far we have gone. So I'm not going to overbore you by repeating what he has just said, but implore you to embrace and make sure you come to meetings, pay your dues, and make sure there is continuity. When the question of end of year party came about, the Secretary General told Nike and Bemi that he was no longer interested. I was no longer interested because of the turnout. Last year was particularly bad. So they promised me and everything. I said, okay, you know I'm a very flexible person. Then I started, because we had planned it together, not to dignify anybody by ensuring that we continue. But at last I succumbed. I now called Uwobo. I said, let us give them the last chance. Let us form a committee and give it to those that are clamoring for party. Let us give it to them to go and organize and see how far they can go. But you know, Nike and her team have been so aggressive about it. They've been so aggressive about the whole thing. To my surprise, they were able to gather so much money, and so I want us to give kudos to them. They've done a very, very good job. They've done a very, very good job. I'm so impressed. I'm so happy. It was well organized.
I came into the school in 1976 and spent 5 years there. And it was, the first 4 years was a wonderful experience. Then I didn't find it wonderful. I found it grueling because we had Mr. S.B. Selem. He's still alive now in his 80s.
He was the principal then, and they had zero tolerance for indiscipline. He was an educationist to the core, and a Puritan. He will not take mistakes. I remember so many terrible things students were doing in those days, and he went after students. We had one incident when a student got drowned in a nearby pond. And after that incident, he introduced what was called, he started doing a kind of roll call twice every day. You wake up in the morning, before you go to classes, roll call is taken of all the students that are around. And by 4 p.m. when we are going for our sports, we do roll call as a way of ensuring that does not reoccur again. He was so disciplined that even the teachers, they feared him. There's this thing we say, Ogambo. If a teacher wanted to go outside the school to go and have a meal and seize his car, then he was using a Toyota Crown car then. Once they sight the car on the expressway, what you will hear is Ogambo, and all the teachers will run back. And it was crueling for us then, but today, I am thinking that those, disciplines that he imbibed in us is part of what has made us what we are today. We have a very rich alumni, rich in the sense that we've got professors in sciences, in engineering, we have orthopedic surgeons, we have respectable and successful businessmen, of which I am one of them. I'm running a construction company and an equipment and instrumentation company, and I think I want to say we are successful. Today, we appreciate all that they have done in our lives, but it was like molding a block. When you put the block in the mold and you do thorough work on it, it will come out very fine. If the work is shabby, the block will be deformed. And that's exactly what they have done in our lives.
It's a real pleasure to be here today. I'm seeing guys that I've not seen in 39 years plus, and it's awesome. I feel a sense of youthfulness that I used to miss for a long time, because those days were my formative years. But it's good to be here. Why is a government college just so important to me? It shaped me. Everybody I've met along the line have been awesome in my life. Even my university days does not compare with those days. And for me, it's a honor to have gone to such a school. As it were, I haven't seen a lot of these guys for two reasons. Immediately, I left Government College Ojo. I think it was just 18 months thereafter, I left the shores of Nigeria to the UK, and I only came back 10 years ago. And since then, I've met a few of our old mates. And look, today's feeling is out of this world. I'm so happy to have met a lot of my mates that I've not seen in 39 years, going to 40. And look, for me, I'm honored to be here. I couldn't have wished for any better sort of any better thing happening to me today. And so, yes, I'm really proud to be a product of Government College Ojo.
I was a student of Government College Ojo from the year 1976 to 1981. Alhamdulillah, to the glory of God, we are still here today. Today has been wonderful, and I must say that I feel happy or privileged to be part of the team that brought about this reunion. At the initial stage, they said the reunion was collapsing here in Lagos. The Lagos chapter was falling apart. Our executives were angry that they were not going to continue and were not attending meetings. And when they said meeting, 4 people will turn up, 10 people will turn up, and they will cook so much, they spend some money getting everybody ready. So I spoke one of the executives and said, no, baby, don't even talk to me about it. It's over. I'm no longer interested. I'm not going to partake in that. People spend a lot of money doing a lot of things. Registering the association, doing the constitution and everything, and spending money every time we have meetings, and you can't just give up. He told me, he said, look, listen, if you call me tomorrow that you have called around people and they will be sitting down somewhere for a meeting of the alumni. You promises me that you will be present. That they are all over the media, and all. I said, okay, let me see what I can do. So I went on the media, I went on WhatsApp. Initially I spoke to my set, which was 76 to 81 group. And only one person responded and said, she's saying the truth. We should all get off this thing. We should have a meeting somewhere. And I don't matter how long. They all use a continuous thing. There's only one ESCO. They have had all this, like life president, blah, blah, blah. I left them and went to the general platform. And for days, I didn't get any response. People cannot just ignore me. This is important. We can't just fold up. So many schools are, old schools are, alumni are thriving. What's wrong with ours? Why are we on Facebook and WhatsApp but not sitting down anywhere?
To thank God for the mercies of my life ever since I left school about 39 years ago. And everything we have been taught in the school, as captured in our school anthem, has played a role in my life. And that is why I joined the military and I rose to become a Major General, and I was opportune, through the grace of God, to play a very, very key role in the unity, security, and stability of this country. I also involved in the training of young men and women who are the future members of the armed forces. I'm glad today that I'm alive to see my classmates, schoolmates, whom I've not seen for 20, 30, 40 years. But thank God for life. And of course, the school anthem says, He who uses his brain, endowed by nature, serving others for nothing in return, is a true student of Government College Ojo. So surely, I'm a true student of Government College Ojo because I have served my country, served people for nothing in return. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right there.
Those coming students that are actually going to still pass through this school, what are your motto for them?
All I can say is that, have faith in themselves, have faith in God, work very hard, very smart, and do not waver. There's so much of goodness in this country. You don't have to do anything illegal. Just persevere, and surely the Lord of Heavens will smile on you and on them at any particular time. And of course, we have no other country but Nigeria, and we must all serve it diligently. Thank you.
Government College Ojo is a special college. When we started off, the present Lasu complex used to be the Government College Ojo, and then there are lasting memories that goes with that college. It has trained us well, and we can't but just give thanks to the principal, pioneer principal, Mr. Salem, and then all the fine teachers we had at the college. And what was special about the college was that it was a pair group train each other. So you had the Form 5 training Form 4, Form 4 training Form 3, and we had that bonding all through the chain. That chain was fantastic, and probably that's why we are having a bond here together. We can also remember what impact we made to our lives, and then how it has been in time past. We can but just thank Government College Ojo for making this possible, and also pray that the spirit continues. It's not just about the pioneer sets enjoying all of it, but trying to plow back to society. The thing that Nigeria needs the most is quality education, and we must do everything possible to give education. Education, not just to be literate, knowing how to write and read, no, but education in its true sense that goes with knowledge. It should be a knowledge-driven society, and we owe it all to Government College Ojo. It has made us who we are today.
And those that are looking forward to be part of the school 4 walls of Government College, what are your thoughts of bringing them to encourage themselves?
We have a driving motto: freedom and light. It's quite instructive. Freedom is to free yourself of all the trappings, mental trappings, and all these that traps us as persons and biases. And light shows you what? Future. Light gives you what? Growth. So it's all about freedom and light, and that is what Ojo exemplifies.
Well, we started well, but somewhere along the line, it was beginning to, like every other association, but I'm happy and delighted and overjoyed that everything is going as you can see. We are all happy to be together. Some faces I've not seen in the past 45-50 years. So you can imagine how I feel today. I'm so happy at the turnout. Thank you very much.
What advice would you have for those that are still looking forward to being part of the Government College Ojo? What advice would you have for them?
I'd advise that they get in touch with one of their own, because your secondary school mates are the very first real friends one has in life. Because in your primary school you are not set in your ways, but by the time you are in secondary school, the friends you make are the friends that you should continue to, whatever the situation may be. And it's been a wonder. We were in the boarding house together. We did so many things together when we were all young, and I'm very, very happy to see everybody.
Somebody give me a G. Give me a C. Give me an O. What do we have? G, C, O. Let's take our school anthem. DJ, please. DJ, please. Let's take our school anthem. 1, 2, 3, go. He who uses his brain and endowed by nature, serving others for nothing in return. He's a true student of Government College Ojo, of Government College Ojo. Hip, hip, hip!
Government College Ojo, like I used to know, is one of the best college then in Lagos State. And Lagos State government knew why they had to move us out for Lagos State University. The word cannot describe what Government College Ojo stood for, but I thank God I am part of Government College Ojo. Till date, I still believe anybody that goes through Government College Ojo and comes out is lucky to be a Lagosian and to come out from Government College Ojo. I so much appreciate both my past, present, and even the future student coming.
That you two have passed through the 4 walls of Government College Ojo. What impact has this made to your life, man? In very brief words, man.
Yes, my name is Roslyn Mbre Okeke. I am named Mbre. I want to thank God for my life and the life of all members of Government College Ojo, old students, the living and the dead. Yes, because it's a pain that we lost some of us. I am of 1980 set. I'm much delighted because a lot of people actually reminded me of who I was then. I passed out from that school at the age of 16 plus. I was one of the top athletes in the school. I was representing the school in athletics state-wise. In my house, I was one of the foremost athletes. I saw a lot of people have not seen for over 35 years. So to me, it's like my life went back to that time. I started seeing myself as that young girl I was. To the glory of God, today I am. I think 80 to this day is about 39 years. Here I am, to the glory of God.
Our president October, members of the executive of the old students group, ladies and gentlemen, with me here is the award for a gentleman. A very young man that I'm finding it difficult to believe that he's going to be 75 in a few months. So, before I read what we have here to you, I'd just like to tell you that a good student is a product of a good teacher. Right. And no good student will forget a good teacher. And that is why what you are witnessing today is not by accident, it's simply on the basis and platform that you have spent your time, your energy, your resources, not just on the son, but on some good children that today I remember and honoring you. This is obviously nothing, but it is symbolic in the sense that in your lifetime you are witnessing one out of the many fruits of your labor. I congratulate you, sir. And I'll read what we have here from you. Appreciation Awards presented to Mr. Babatunde Rotimba this 14th day of December 2019 for guiding, inspiring, and making us what we are today. We want you to know that you have touched our lives in many ways as a teacher and a mentor. Thank you with deep gratitude from Government College Ojo Old Students Association. Congratulations, On behalf of my colleagues that we are here together, and indeed my family, I want to appreciate you all. I want to say this will go down in my life as one of the things. I cannot even recognize any of you, but I thank you for this recognition. You all will continue to boost your ego, become richer, and inspire the rest of your life with comfort. Thank you very much again. for him. Thank you, sir. And sir, we are also saying you should please fuel your car to go back. Even though you have given us so much, but because you don't go back, say fuel your car back. Thank you, sir.
I'm grateful to God for seeing these days. I'm overjoyous. I thank God for allowing me to honor this invitation to see students. We are celebrating 43 years of my relationship with them. In fact, as a matter of fact, I left that school 41 years ago. If anybody tell me I will have this opportunity, I will say no. But what is even more, I just came back from the United States at that time, and I was posted from Ekpe to that school. And what is more, we have a principal that was a very disciplined person, and we imbibe all the values he gave us, and we translated that to the student. My advice was that regardless of your background, if you face your study, sky is the limit. In fact, sky is the beginning, and that's what we are saying today. It's not a relation of whether you have come from a very rich family or even if you come from a humble parentage, you face your study, you will make it in life. And I'm very happy that some of them are generous head of private and public institutions today.
Well, I think you said so much about our principal in those beautiful days, and Onikan, want to appreciate the father for the key role he played in our lives as young men and women, and I'm sure that he has impacted our lives so much, and that's why we got to him. So on behalf of all of us, please, I want to present this award to him to convey our deepest appreciation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General.
Hold on.
Mine is a very simple task. On behalf of the ESCO, I want to present to Mrs. Ollie this award for her services. Thank you.
This is an appreciation award presented to Mr. Benson this 14th day of December 2019, providing inspiring and making us up beyond one need to know that we have touched our life in many ways as a teacher and as a mentor. Thank you. A deep gratitude from Government College of Yoruba State Association. We present this plaque appreciation award to Mr. Benson Akinbodu.
Government College Ojo. Wow, I don't know, the feeling is so ecstatic. That school has built me in several ways. It made me who I am today. You know, the teachers, even the schoolmates back then, even the seniors, and I'm so happy mingling with people from even before I was born. Like today I met a lady who graduated 1981. That was way back. You know, the feeling is so excited, and I'm so happy, and I wish we have more of this from time to time.
I was opportunity to come here through a friend of mine. He has been inviting me for a long time, but I don't have the opportunity to come. But coming here today, I'm very happy because it makes me to know that we are still united, both the old ones. That's why the school has been given another name from Government College to Model College. But we are never separated today. We're all together. I really enjoy myself.
This is the 1 year since in the morning, since we came in the afternoon actually. We cannot just be enjoying and rejoicing without remembering that some of our members, some of our colleagues had fallen. Hello. needs us. And because of this, we are going to beg your indulgence, please. One house. We are going to do something very serious now.
Hey, children.
Hello. Please, we want some silence. Yes, I said we have had some fallen heroes amongst us. Some of our colleagues are no more. We've been here rejoicing, celebrating with one another. It is not because we've been so good. It is not because we've been so wonderful. It is not because we've been the best. It has been a grace upon our lives. So because of this, we want the lights to be out. We want the whole lights to be out. Please, we want the lights to be out. Somebody should switch off all the lights for us. DJ, we want the lights out. And so for us to honor them, we need this place to be in some solemn environment. We want to remember them. Roslyn, I don't know all of them. But because we are here, one together, if you know you remember a fallen colleague, please do step out here because you're going to mention their names so that we'll remember them. If you know you remember a fallen colleague, please come and join me as we take this together.
Shall we begin to take them one by one? I personally have 3 names. The most senior of them, Patrick Oyebanji, popularly known as Legon. Kumi Oyelude. Femi Olasele. Ode Ogundimu.
Okay. Many of you will not know this name at all, but it was very painful because we were still in school when Tosin Kasim passed into eternity. Fingersi is his nickname.
I want to remember Showme Osipeso and Eju Siregbe. I would like to remember Onikan and I would like to remember a name that broke our hearts when we are yet students at Government College of Joe. A very terrible tragedy happened. And that student went to swim and never came back. His name was Banuso.
I'd like to remember
A minute silence. May the souls of all the fallen heroes of Government College of Joe rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Chairman of the planning committee,
of why we are here today. The chairman of the planning committee of why we are here today. Inside of 6 weeks, we are here. Put your hands together. Mommy Onikan, Father Ero. She used to be involved in those days. Olaiya, yes, Onikan Olaiya those days. Then, the fighter in the house, the troublemaker in the house. Put your hands together for DPO, Femi, where the man said? Okay, sorry, Femi Drojaye, put your hands together for him. Senior Femi Drojaye. Okay, prefect. And then we also had Rosalie Umbre, also in the house, the peacemaker. Can we have you up here, please? Yes, the peacemaker in the house. Tom, and then she's not here. Senior Tom, she's not here. She has an issue outside. Put your hands together for her. And my humble self. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name is Karebo Samson. 83 sets, schoolhouse. Crowder house now. Yes, schoolhouse. Sorry, let me give us a teaser. What is the motto of Government College, Ojo? Soji, what's the motto? The guy is thinking, I'll leave you. You are thinking, I'll leave you. Any government college here? Government college. Hey, what's the motto? Hey, let's put on here. Some people they think. Gifts, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, everybody is important in the house. And everyone is made one effort or the other to make this program happen. But suffice to state that we have agreed that one person, if at all anyone need be honored, is our president. And only the president will come up for this honor. Thank you, God bless you.
We so much appreciate the president for who she is and what she's contributed so much to this. But she's not the only one. Everybody is important. No, that's what the planning committee came up with. That's what the planning committee came up with. We have gaps right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special students have decided to, because they are special, they have quietly taken their awards, no one's announcement. But our senior Rosalie will announce our president and the engine room of the association to come out and take the award.
Ojo Student Association. Nigeria, you will move from glory to glory. It is well done.
This is for all of us. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And thank you. I don't know what more to say. Thank you for this honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Luckily for me, I was fortunate to meet Mr. S.B. Salem, who was the principal at the time. And of course, he was a disciplinarian that touched the lives of everybody. The act of living as a disciplined human being, for me, I think, majorly started from Government College Ojo because of the way our principal handled us. And of course, from the principal, the teachers, other teachers had no choice but to follow suit. And the bottom line is that today, by the grace of God, these values we have taken it this far. It has made us better human beings today. That I'm an admiral today. I thank God I attended Lagos State Government College Ojo. Thank you very much.
So your advice to upcoming ones who will still want to go through the 4 walls of Government College Ojo, what advice would you give to them?
Well, when I say advice, I'll just pray that they meet very good teachers, quality teachers, teachers that are dedicated to their calling, like we had. Because only with that can you have very good children. You don't have bad children, you have bad teachers. So I can only pray that they meet quality teachers that will impact positively in their lives. And I'm sure by the grace of God, because the best of teachers can even turn a very bad student to a very good student.